Let's talk about the truth behind cybersecurity jobs and what no one actually tells you. Cybersecurity is one of the most hyped careers right now. Almost everyone is talking about them and they say that it pays really well, it is absolutely in demand, and you get to hack for a living. But how true is that? In reality, a lot of the beginners who break into this field or try to break struggle silently, and some of them even regret their decisions, and no one really talks about it, which is exactly why we are going to do it today. If this is your first time coming to my channel, my name is Meera Tamboli and I work in cybersecurity in the UK, and I make lots of videos about cybersecurity to help beginners kickstart and grow their career in this field. So don't forget to subscribe and check out some of the other videos. In this video, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you the truth and what I really feel about cybersecurity jobs and the reality of them. I really wish that this is something beginners would hear more often. The first truth: cybersecurity is not entry-level friendly. So many of the beginners struggle to find their first cybersecurity job, even after getting the right degree, even after getting certifications, even after having all the lab work and skills. Even after that, after a certain point, it gets quite difficult to actually be able to break into this field. And I have spoken to so many beginners where they reach a stage where they almost give up and start thinking to themselves, is this even the right career choice for me? What they feel is somewhat true because cybersecurity is not that friendly towards beginners. The truth is that there are so many cybersecurity jobs in the market, but also there are so many beginners. But then why these beginners are not able to land those cybersecurity roles? It is because of the experience level. 90% of the cybersecurity entry level roles that you will see and the job postings that you will see have demands that beginners just cannot have. Firstly, they will ask you for 2 to 3 years of work experience. How can beginners even get 2 to 3 years of experience if this is their first job and they've just passed out of university? Number two, then they also mention about having CISM and CISSP certifications. How can beginners have these if they have no work experience? CISM and CISSP are manager level certifications within cybersecurity, and you have to work in this field for at least 5 years to be even eligible for those certifications. So it is almost impossible for beginners to be having them. So there are so many such things asked in job descriptions that just seem very unrealistic, which is exactly why beginners fail to meet those even after having all the amazing lab work and the portfolios. Whatever I'm saying doesn't hold true for every single situation. Yes, there are some entry-level roles and internships that are beginner-friendly these days, and it is a matter of consistency and networking. But those are all the solutions to things that I always tell in my videos to help you guys out. But today we're going to discuss about the other 90% of the jobs and the struggle to actually land those jobs. The second truth: cybersecurity jobs are much more about defense rather than hacking. No matter which series or movie or what you hear from people who don't know about cybersecurity, everyone thinks that cybersecurity means putting on a hoodie, making the room dark and just coding your way in and, working on lots of things and just making it dark and completely hacking your way. Cybersecurity is always being portrayed as, but the reality is very different because a normal 9 to 5 job in cybersecurity does not look like that. What it looks like is logging in at 9 and having calls after calls and meetings, discussions, improving documentation, and yes, also dealing with some incidents or, depending on your role, working on different items. But a lot of the cybersecurity roles and what they're doing is to actually defend things. Even the offensive security analysts, even anybody who's trying to pen test or ethical hack, they are trying to break into a system in order to defend it and defend their company or their client that they are working for. So it is not hacking in the real sense where you're going to just start hacking random servers and systems and actually get paid for it. It doesn't work that way. So if you're looking for something that's just going to give you an adrenaline rush and keep you excited and break and crack things all the time, then that is not the reality in cybersecurity jobs. A quick side note from the sponsor of today's video. Have you ever run a vulnerability scan and just gotten completely overwhelmed by the results? I'm talking about hundreds of alerts, CVEs, misconfigurations, and now you're just sitting there thinking, what do I even fix first? This is exactly where something like Wardent AI actually helps. So let's say I've just run a scan and found multiple open ports and possible misconfiguration. Instead of manually figuring out next steps, I just drop the problem into Wordit. What it does is break this down into a proper workflow, like identifies which vulnerabilities are critical, suggests tools or commands to validate them, and then outlines how to patch or secure the system. And the best part is, it's not just giving random answers, it's structuring the entire process so you're not stuck overthinking every step. So instead of spending hours figuring things out, I now have a clear plan, steps to execute, and an actual path to fix the issues. For anyone in cybersecurity, especially beginners, this saves a lot of time and mental effort. So if you want to make your workflow a lot more structured and less chaotic, you should check out Verdant AI. The link of this is in the description below. Truth number 3, you will always feel like you don't know enough. Trust me, I have spoken to a fair share of cybersecurity professionals from different parts of the world and different seniority levels. Some beginners, some mid-level, some even CISOs, and everybody has this common statement where they say they do not know enough. And this is a constant feeling in cybersecurity. No matter it's your first year of learning or mid-career or you are a senior, you're always going to feel that there is something you don't know and you're not the best at it. And there's got to be a whole lot of different things that you're not going to be very good at in cybersecurity, and you have to make peace with that. Cybersecurity requires you to constantly keep learning no matter what your seniority level. A lot of the people think that just because they are beginners and they're early in their career, that's why they feel the struggle and they feel like they don't know anything. But eventually when they work, they will feel like they know everything. But let me tell you, that is not the truth. Because after the amount of people I've spoken to and the certifications and the backgrounds those people have in the industry, even after that they say this. So if you feel that you want to feel very satisfied and you want to feel the most perfect expert in that particular field, you may not feel that in cybersecurity career, because it is something that evolves every single day. Just before a few years, we didn't know that AI is going to be in the picture, and now it is, and everybody's adapting and trying to learn their way into how to deal with this whole new world that we have been given. So no matter how many years someone's worked in cybersecurity, they still feel this space is absolutely new. So you're going to keep feeling this throughout your cybersecurity career, even now, even after 10 years, even after 20 years. So if you're someone who's not ready for that and you are someone who doesn't want so much of constant learning, then maybe cybersecurity is not very right for you. Truth number 4, it can get stressful. There are so many videos out there and vlogs where people share their day in cybersecurity and how you can work remotely and everything is all chilled and relaxed, and they just work for a while, go and get a meal, go for a walk, and just get on back with the incidents and meetings. But the reality is everything is not so sweet and nice, because cybersecurity can get stressful. I'm not saying you're going to be in stress every single day, but most of the days you will be under some stress, because the job is a high-stake job. You're going to be giving answers to people. You're going to find vulnerabilities. You're going to see attackers in your network which haven't been discovered for months, and you're going to feel responsible for it. And there's constant pressure because you have to be answerable to these kind of things, and you have to investigate or work on documentation. People are waiting for answers. I'll give you a simple scenario. Imagine you work in the SOAP or incident response or the blue teaming side of things, and you are working on an incident, and it's a high stake incident where a threat actor is basically attempting to do a financial fraud, and you're getting calls from your managers and people are asking answers to you, right? And you are working on your machine, you're trying to go through the logs and all of the evidences. You're literally trying to get answers to get back to people. You should think of yourself as a detective or a police, just that it's online, right? So it's a high stakes job and it can get serious. I'm not saying that any other job roles don't involve stress. Everybody has different levels of stress in different job roles, but cybersecurity especially is one of the high stress jobs, because no matter which domain within cybersecurity you work in, you're going to have different kinds of pressures and job stresses. It's either going to be about vulnerabilities or incidents or patching or looking at the architecture or the policies. You're going to have multiple types of stresses. So if you're not very prepared to manage it, maybe cybersecurity is not the right answer for you. Now, with all of this being said, your question would be, okay, Meera, so after saying all of these negative things about cybersecurity and the reality of cybersecurity jobs, why are you still in this field? Or why did you choose this field? So I have multiple reasons and answers for that. I am someone who absolutely loves challenges. I love constantly figuring out new things, working slightly under pressure, because I function better that way. And I absolutely love cybersecurity. I've always loved cybersecurity. So this is something I enjoy. The demand is amazing globally. The pay scale is not that great when you just begin, but eventually as you work your way up, your pay gets better as well. You get to work internationally, you get to work remotely, and most importantly, you get to solve real world problems, and you see that the work you're doing actually matters and has an effect on lives in companies. You're literally working to help protect people, companies, and data. And that's not something that every career can offer. So now the question is, should you really get into cybersecurity? After listening to everything we spoke about today, all the reality and the truth about cybersecurity jobs, the negative side of things that is not very openly spoken on the internet, because all we see on LinkedIn or Instagram or YouTube is all these positive, shiny, nice things about cybersecurity and the pay. But this is all the truth we spoke about in this video. Even after this reality, should you get into cybersecurity? This question can be answered by a few simple things. Are you someone who doesn't mind constant learning? You love problem solving, you love continuous challenges. You're okay with certain stress and you can handle some uncertainty. And most importantly, you are resilient enough to get through the beginner stage, because that is the most difficult part of your career. When you're just trying to break into cybersecurity as a graduate without work experience, that's the few difficult years of your career. And if you have the resilience to be consistent and break through that and get that first job in IT or cybersecurity field, then you are going to make it. But if you are looking for quick money, quick success, easy entry, and doing cool hacking all the time, then cybersecurity may not be the right career for you. If you're serious about getting into cybersecurity, do not get discouraged by watching this video. In fact, use it to your advantage, because now you know about the things that are not very often heard by beginners, and you can better prepare yourself for this career and how to get into it. If you want, you can check my cybersecurity roadmap video right after this ends, so that you know what are the things and the skills you should learn to be able to break into this career. I hope this video helped you. Comment down and let me know which of this cybersecurity job truth scares you the most and gets you worried. Thank you so much for watching my video, and see you next time.